Four teams. We're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
There's the whistle. Goes long. And he just whacks it away. Cuts it out. Oh, really good feet from him. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Plays it out to the flank. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And the finish!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Referee's given a throw. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Ball's out on the left now. Drives it in, shoots! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Gone a long way up and away, and that's been won straight back. That's a throw. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Gets it back. Ball is over the line. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Now the counter. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. They've played it short. Finds himself eased off the ball. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that's been levered clear. Pumps it into the area. And that has been cleared. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And he's cut it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the referee brings it to a close. Only a draw in the home leg. He clips the tie against them with an away game to come. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, welcome to you and to our coverage of semi-final day. It has to be said, we have an atmosphere here that is really buzzing. Both teams terrifically well represented, fans hopeful, expectant. As well they might be, there is no shortage of belief on either side that it will be their team at the expense of the other, their team alone, which will be lifting the trophy come the final. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
So it's away we go then. And he's going long. Plays it out to the flank. Going through. Forward it goes. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And it's got through. Oh, the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And the counter is on. He's got away. There will be a throw-in. It's a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. And the through ball is intercepted. Hoists it forward. And that's been won straight back. A goal now would certainly liven things up. Over to the left. He's got options out wide. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they can save for the second. For that to be the case, though, you'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Goes long. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Very little to report from an attacking position. Hits one! Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Looks to thread it through. Oh, good ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ed.
Deftly done. And that's been levered clear. Needed a better pass there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal. Well, there was to be no other outcome. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Just brushed off the ball there. And that's it. So home advantage told. They have the win they wanted and have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So one leg of the semi-final is behind us, and we're no closer really to knowing who is likeliest to contest the final. A 0-0 draw first time round. We have 90 minutes to try and find a winner here. 90 minutes and more if that is required. The pre-match build-up makes for an impressive sight and impressive sound, but the big business is what lies ahead. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, a considerably greater sense of urgency all round this time, naturally so. This is the ticket to the final that everybody wants.
Well, they say fortune is supposed to favour the brave, Peter, but it would be a bold move to throw too much at this too soon, I feel. Instead, we may end up with something more akin to a cat-and-mouse affair. This is too close to call. They've already had a good look at one another, and there aren't too many weaknesses.
There's the whistle. Looks to thread it through. Hits one! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's hoisted clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it out to the flank. Has a pop! Great leap! Good ball kindly.
Oh, that is rather wayward. His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's got through. Gets it back. Looking to break out here. Oh, it goes for goal!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Moving towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Looks to set one up. And that's been levered clear. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Looks to bypass the midfield. Chance to break. Half-time in the semi-final. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for the shot. Oh, crossbar! And a second time. Oh, it's there! They have edged ahead overall. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it long. Done very well to intervene. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And the ball's come out. Played out to the right. Crowd calling for him to shoot.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Time for a change in personnel. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Well, this lead is tight, but it doesn't... The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Forward it goes. That's great strength on the ball. Timely intervention. It is just... And that's it. So the final now awaits. Delirium in the stands. The fans know that they will get their big day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, to go this far, it has to be on merit with substance. And this is more evidence of worthy contesters.
Victor, a warm welcome to all of you who have just tuned into our broadcast. This, of course, part two of the semi-final affair, and the prize, a ticket to the showpiece final of this top competition. The fates of both teams far from decided. They are separated by the thinnest of margins, and I'm sure that they are both all too acutely aware of that. Only one thing is for sure, and that is that we must have a winner today, by hook or by crook. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So the hosts have it all to do if they are to turn this round with the help of their loyal support.
In all honesty, Peter, I don't think they're too unhappy having brought the tie home with the scores as they are. If anything, I would say they might feel reasonably confident with a lot of factors seemingly in their favour. We could see a high-intensity start here that would set the tone very nicely for this.
There's the whistle. And it's played forward. And that's been levered clear. Plays it out to the wing. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Massive leap! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Cuts it out. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. And he's on his... He's had a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. He's had a look. Played out to the right. Come back to the keeper. Gets it upfield. Gets it back.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cut out in the nick of time. Away from immediate danger. Plays it in, knocks it away, turns and hits one! Right there! They are firmly back in business.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here, because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's got through. That's a good ball to front. Has a pop! It's a goal! They have edged ahead overall.
looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, this is what... And the semi-final reaches halfway. So, reviews on the first half?
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we are underway again. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Keeper's got good distance on that. It has got shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out. They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can...
Going for goal! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Looks to clip it forward. Has a goal! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Time for a change in personnel. Straight offside. Keeper sends it forward. Plays a clever pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Plays it over to the other flank. forward it goes. And the weighted pass. Gets it upfield. And the referee brings it to a close. Surely the best preparation for the final. A thumping win in the semi. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
You know, all four sides left at this stage could make a good case to win it. But this team looks like they believe their name is already on it.
So here we go, the final act in what has been a competition that has entranced us throughout, never short on drama or emotion or talking points. This year's edition certainly does more than hold up to its predecessors. It seems this is the game in which everybody is keen to play a part. The stands are washed with colour, proud renditions of their songs from either end. It really does have all the ingredients of a top final. The Decoit, this vast arena with a capacity of well over 50,000. Its name actually means the tub. For so long, one of the central hubs of the Dutch game. Both teams, Jim, eyeing the ultimate prize here. Unerring focus and determination in all of those eyes.
Bringing back memories for me, Peter. A chance to have your name in the club's history. Having had the privilege of experiencing this a fair few times in my own career, there really is nothing that compares. Once you get there, you want to keep coming back. I still feel like that now.
Well, this is it.
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing, end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
Tries to dink it in. Hits one! Defending of the desperate variety. Gets up to hit it! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Out to the left it goes. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's through the middle. Gets into some space. Header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
It is deadlocked. Battles to win it back. He's put it on the right now. What's on? He's got away. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
No goals as yet. A real chance to break. Attempts to play it through, and it's got through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, great, tries a shot! The captain delivers!
Well, look, captains so often feel a greater responsibility to come up with something a little extra, especially approaching the break. He knew the significance in striking before. The dressing room moods now will be very, very different.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. Half-time in the final, Jim, how do you read it?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Looks to thread it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Still just a single goal between the sides. Cuts it out. Gets it upfield. Gets it back. It's a good foot in there. Looks to dink one in. He's made sure that that won't get through. Play for a throw. That's a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Hoists it forward. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Ball's out on the left now. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good take, and the shot!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
And it's played forward. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Forward it goes. And the referee brings it to a close. And so the moment has come. The trophy shimmers as they prepare to receive it. A never-to-be-forgotten moment. So onto centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment.